Hello everyone. Today I would like to show you how to install my two plugins, especially because this has changed with the new version 1.13 of the StreamDeck plugin. It comes with an installer. But let's start with an overview first. You all should have at least one simulation that is supported by SimHub. Currently SimHub supports more than 60 simulations. You also should have the SimHub software and the StreamDeck software installed. My two plugins, they are in orange on this overview, allow bidirectional communication between a StreamDeck and the simulation or SimHub. This means you can display data from the simulation or from SimHub on the StreamDeck, as well as control the simulation or SimHub with the StreamDeck keys. Please watch one of the previous videos for more details about the features. You can find the link in the description below. Installation and update are the same process, so just repeat these steps if you want to update the plugins. Let's take a look at this PC. At the moment it has only the StreamDeck software installed as well as SimHub together with its runtime dependencies. By the way, you can find the links to both plugins in the video description below. Let's start with the plugin for SimHub. Head over to the page of this project, go to the releases section, and we want to download this file. Depending on your browser, you will get a warning message. So here we have to click that we want to keep this file and we want to keep it. Now, before actually installing it, be sure that SimHub is not running. It's not visible here, but we have to be sure with the tray icon, and here we have it. We have to exit SimHub. Now we can copy the file from our download folder to the SimHub installation directory. If you have a default installation, you will find it here. Just drop the file and now you can start SimHub. SimHub will recognize that there's a new plugin. You have to enable it, and you may opt to show it in the left menu or not. Afterwards, you can find it here. And for example, you can see the currently installed version on this page. That was the part for SimHub. Now to the StreamDeck plugin. Again, we go to the page of this plugin and to the releases page. So I will publish this video and the new release in the same time. So when you download, you won't see this alpha and draft stuff. That's just for this video. Again, open assets if it's not yet open and download the installer. Now the same happens again. We have to click on keep and that we want to keep this file. Okay, that's it. We have it in the download folder. Now important, start this installer with the same user that you're currently working. Do not switch to your administrator account if you are not currently logged in as administrator. The installer will start and you will again see the version that you are about to install. Custom images is a new feature that is being used for the first time with the custom flags. This provides greater flexibility in the processing and display of images. I will shortly publish a new video about the custom flags, which will show the custom images in more detail. The most important part about custom images is that this installer will keep these images, but it will override those that were originally delivered by this installer. Simply click on Install. It will execute several steps, and at the end you should have the StreamDeck plugin installed. It will start with the .NET desktop runtime, so it is missing on this PC. It will download and start the installer. Unfortunately, the installer is in the background. Maybe you have recognized this flashing icon. So we have to start the .NET installer. After that, it will stop the StreamDeck software. It will install the plugin. It will restart the StreamDeck software, and it will verify that it could find the SimHub plugin that we just installed. Now that's all. Both plugins are installed. What we can do now is to make a small test. We can close the installer. We don't need it any longer. And for a test, you can open SimHub, go to the available properties, and just select one property that maybe does not have an empty or null value. So for example, I choose the game data temperature unit. Back in the StreamDeck, we want to scroll to the actions of my plugin. They are here. We use a hotkey, place it here, and we want to display on this button this value. So go to the property, right mouse button, copy name. Back here we want to have it in the title. So just paste the name and you get the value, Celsius. So that's a small test to ensure that the communication between the two plugins is working correctly. That's all about the installation process. In the following, I will show you a few workarounds if you encounter any problems with the installer. If there are problems, you can start the installer repeatedly. Maybe you can resolve one problem and just restart it again. This time the .NET desktop runtime is already installed, so it goes much faster, and you can do that as often as you like. You will have the same result at the end. If there's a problem with the detection or installation of the .NET desktop runtime, you have the possibility to download it manually. So in your browser, just search for .NET desktop runtime 8 download. We want to download it from Microsoft. Do not use any other sources. Here, that's the download page for the .NET runtime. On the left side, there's the software development kit. That's not important for you. You have to stay on the right side where you can find the runtimes. And we need the .NET desktop runtime. So you can download this version if the installer has problems with this download and installation. Another problem could be that the installer cannot stop your StreamDeck. So of course you are also free to stop StreamDeck manually in advance. If there are any problems that you cannot resolve, please open a ticket on the page for the StreamDeck plugin. Describe your problem, maybe with screenshots, and be sure to attach the installer log file. That should help me to get an overview of your problems. So I hope that you enjoy this new version of the plugin and that everything runs smoothly for you.